I'm Mr. Peters. I'm the assistant principal here that works real close with the school counselors. You're going to come to this office for all sorts of career, academic, and social emotional needs. Whenever you come to the office, you're going to check in first with one of our administrative assistants. After that, then they'll direct you to the counselor. So let's go and meet the counselor right now.
Welcome to St. Charles North High School, class of 2024. This is Miss Moffitt, and I am so excited to have you join me in this presentation. This presentation will help you understand important information about your counselor, me, the services we provide, and some tips to start off high school on the right foot. We are located in the Office of College and Career Readiness, which is near the main entrance to the building. A common observation students make upon entering North is that it's very different from middle school. In high school, your grades, participation in activities, classes you take, and hobbies you pursue help you prepare for life after high school. College and career readiness means preparing you for all of the paths that you might take after high school, which can include joining the workforce, learning a trade by going to a trade school, attending a 2-year school, a 4-year college, or enlisting in any of the branches in the military. Every student at North is an individual with their own unique talents, skills, and goals. We get to know you individually so we can help support you on your journey to meeting those goals. I am just one part of a team of counselors that work in our building, and all of these counselors make up the Office of College and Career Readiness. You'll work directly with me, but some of these other friendly faces are those that you'll see in our office or throughout the building. So what exactly do I do as your counselor? I provide 3 broad areas of counseling, specially trained in academic, career, and social and emotional counseling. So when you speak to me, there's an expectation of confidentiality, which means what you share with me is confidential. I will not share that with your parents or other teachers or staff members, unless, of course, there are 3 things that you share with me. 1, that you're hurting yourself, or that you're hurting someone else, or that someone might be hurting you. Those are just 3 areas where we can't keep that to ourselves, and that is to protect you and for your own safety. But we are student advocates, and we're here to help you problem solve through any challenges that may arise in school. We have a wealth of information and resources about college selection, career and financial aid opportunities. We help parents and students learn how to navigate planning for life after high school. We also work to make an individualized academic plan for our students based on what their career goals are after high school. When I meet with you every year for course registration, I will ask you what you're interested in, what you might want to major in. This way I can help you select classes that are going to prepare you for that next step after high school. So as I mentioned on the last slide, what is confidentiality? And again, that's what we talk about stays between us, except for those following 3 criteria: desire to harm yourself, desire to harm others, or disclose that you're the victim of abuse or neglect by somebody else. How can you see me? You can book me as a tool that we use to set up an appointment to visit me in person or virtually. I love meeting with my students. This year, because of the pandemic schedule for in-person students, we'll likely be seeing you via Google Meet on the day you aren't at school. So for example, if you attend school on A day, you can schedule a virtual meeting with me on B days. If you're in the middle of an emotional crisis and can't wait until an appointment is available, please stop by the CCR office, that's the College and Career Readiness office, and let someone know. Also, emailing questions to me is a great way to get information. For students who have elected to take remote school, they can use this tool to set up an appointment with me on any available school day. Information will be sent out to students via an email from me on how to sign up for appointments, which brings us to our next slide. Checking email. Please get in the habit of checking your email. Every day there are emails going out letting students know important information, announcements, and what to expect about all things North. You don't want to be the last to know about important information. This information could be coming from admissions, teachers, coaches, group members on a class project, and myself. Some students choose to have their school email routed to their smartphone so they know information wherever they are. However you consume email, please make sure you're reading it daily. This is the Pink Pass. You might see this. It's from the Office of College and Career Readiness. When I need to see you, you'll receive a pink pass in class. On the pass will be the time of the day that I'm requesting to see you. If for some reason you can't see me at that scheduled time, maybe you're leaving school early for a doctor's appointment, or maybe you just have a test at that particular time, please email me and let me know, and I will find an alternate time to see you. Usually I will send out passes that go during your study hall or part of your lunch so that I'm not taking you out of a core academic course. These are some friendly faces that you'll see in our office. You'll be greeted by either Mrs. Blaskowski or Mrs. Hulfacker. Mrs. Blaskowski is one of our administrative assistants. She can help you answer questions about how to see me and other general information about our office. She supports Mr. Peters, who is my boss and the assistant principal for college and career readiness, who oversees our entire counseling office. Mrs. Hulfacker is our registrar. She's in charge of managing student records, including transcripts for our building. Please treat these wonderful people with respect as they work hard to help all of you students on a daily basis. Schedules. This year's schedules have been specifically designed to make sure students who are having class in person can do so in a socially distanced way. It could be challenging to change schedules. If you have questions about your schedule, please reach out to me. I encourage you to stick with your original course requests as we take time to make sure you have courses that will challenge you and keep you on track for graduation. Later this school year, I'll meet with you to plan your classes for next year. It's important each time you choose your classes that you're thoughtful of your choices and your post-secondary goals. Think about how your choice of courses will impact your future plans. Remember, all of your classes and grades are being captured for your future college, trade union, employer, or recruiter to see. So do your very best. That means your very first semester grades as a freshman are important and will be on your transcript for all those to see. This slide outlines our graduation and college requirements. Your transcript is the name of the document that at the end of high school will list all of your classes and all of the grades earned in those classes, the credits you've earned, and your cumulative GPA. That's grade point average. All colleges, trade schools, military, workplace, they all look at your transcript to see how you did in high school. To graduate from St. Charles North, you need 23 credits that are listed. We will meet every year for registration to make sure the classes you choose are supporting your plans for a timely graduation and post-high school plans like we talked about earlier. If you're planning to attend a four-year college after graduation, these are general guidelines of what colleges expect in their applicants. While it feels like graduation is a long way away, it goes by fast. If you think back to sixth grade and now you're a freshman in high school, time flies. The choices you make about your schoolwork as a freshman could impact where you end up going after high school. So how to be successful? Habits are important. Establishing good habits is what you want to be focusing on if you didn't have good habits in middle school. Success doesn't mean that you get straight A's on every assignment and in every class. Success means doing best in your classes and having your grades reflect your choices and your efforts. Your grades today are going to be seen by people with a vested interest in your future. If you don't have the best study habits in middle school, again, now it's a time to have a fresh start. Get into those good habits and do your best. In high school, teachers are going to treat you like a high school student. They're not going to chase you down to ask you if you've done your homework, if you're going to make up that test or when. They will work hard to help you and find ways for you to meet your goals. That means they'll expect you to come to class ready to learn with the materials you need. If there was homework assigned previously, they'll expect it to be completed and for you to ask questions if you don't understand something. Taking notes in class, making sure to get your work done, and studying with peers are great ways to keep your focus in school. Asking for help is the North Star way. If you don't understand something, speak up. Nobody expects students to know everything before they show up. We're all learning and growing together. People you might ask for help could be your classroom teacher, a friend in class, a teacher's assistant, a friend outside of class, and of course, me as your counselor. It's as easy as an email or setting up an appointment. Here are some useful strategies. So, some people aren't born knowing how to study. We all have different ways that we study, learn, and retain information. Consider using these strategies to start your academic year. Chunking is helpful to avoid feeling overwhelmed. If you have to read a big passage, break it down into smaller, manageable sections. If you need to write a paper, make an outline or graphic organizer. Work on it one paragraph at a time. Finding a quiet place to study. This helps you avoid distractions and be more efficient with your time. This could also mean putting your phone on airplane mode and re-entering social media conversations when your homework is completed. Test taking. When you're taking a multiple choice test, make sure to look at all of the options and remove any that you know for sure are wrong. This increases your odds of getting it right. Essay tests. A lot of questions in classes require students to write out what they know in essay form. More is more on an essay test. Make sure you're including everything you've learned in your answer. So know your resources. One of the biggest misconceptions people can have about high school is that asking for help somehow shows someone isn't smart or capable of success. The reality is that students who put in the time getting help in the classes they find most challenging always have better outcomes than students that avoid those classes. The Writing Center is a virtual resource where student consultants help other students edit written papers. LRC is the Tech Help Hub. If you're having issues with your Chromebook, please see the helpful folks in the LRC. Department help sessions are on different days of the week. Students can get help from a teacher in an area they need more support. Again, check your email to learn about how to access these supports this year. It's important that if you are struggling to understand content in a class, to speak with your teacher about it. This can be in person or by sending an email. Teachers appreciate students being self-advocates by asking for help. Got siblings, neighbors, classmates, helpful parents? You have at least one of those. Ask around if you need help. Also, follow the CCR department on Twitter. Mr. Peters sends out CCR updates periodically to your email. These updates include important deadlines and information as the school year progresses. This is also a great way to learn about events. We hold many informational meetings throughout the school year on a variety of topics. You will have access to these virtually, either on our website or on our Google Classroom pages. Follow us at Twitter, SCNCCR, or our website, north.d303.org. Thanks for listening. I can't say enough how excited I am to have you here at North. It's going to be a great year. I'm excited to work with you and get to know you throughout high school. I will be partnering with you for the next 4 years. If you have any questions or concerns, please send me an email. Thanks again, and welcome to North High School.